Hi everyone, it's Joe Pina. It's Friday. Es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe. But I'm home, as you should be too. But you know what? I decided I was gonna dress up. Why not? Dress up and do a quick video on PPE. And one of the things I want to talk about today is really the way we remove gloves. And these are not my gloves. These are my mom's. I found these around the house. And I wanted to show you very quickly how to remove gloves because we want to make sure we don't contaminate our clean hands after we've been wearing these to protect ourselves. So what you want to do is you want to take your gloved hand and you want to pinch the palm. You want to turn the glove inside out. Then you want to take the contaminated glove and scrunch it up into your gloved hand. Take your fingers and go under your gloved hand and then turn that glove inside out really carefully so that you're not touching any sort of contaminated area. And once you turn your gloves into each other, then you want to throw them in a closed bin and make sure that you wash your hands for how long? 20 seconds with soap and water, okay? If you don't have soap and water, then you certainly want to use something like hand sanitizer. Make sure you let it dry too. Alrighty, so another thing I'm seeing, another PPE that I'm seeing is the extensive use of surgical masks, okay? So this is intended to protect the other people from you, not protect you from other people. So this is intended to simply contain respiratory droplets that you could be potentially emitting from your mouth. In other words, you should wear this if you're sick. If you're healthy, you should not be wearing a surgical mask, okay? One of the reasons why is because if you put a surgical mask on, it has a lot of gaps. I'm not sure if you've seen somebody wearing one of these, but you put it on and there's certainly a lot of gaps. So air can actually travel into your nose and mouth cavity, contaminating you. Again, this is intended to contain respiratory droplets. This is another popular one. So pardon my my N95 respirator here. It's had better days. It's seen better it's seen better days. But again, this is what I can find around my house. I wasn't gonna buy one because it should go to those who actually need N95 respirators. This is considered a respirator. Now the thing about an N95 mask is you can't just simply put it on, especially if you have a beard. Okay, if you are issued an N95 respirator, you need to actually shave your beard. Okay, and I know it's a touchy subject, but in order to ensure the proper seal and maintain the integrity of the respiratory protection, you need to make sure you have a seal with your respirator and your face. If you're an employer and you issue these to your employees, you need to make sure that you follow the respiratory protection standard if it's required. If you're providing a respirator simply as a voluntary use, then you need to abide by Appendix D. You need to make sure you train your people on how to put on and remove a respirator. Again, this is considered a respirator. You also need to teach them about the limitations of a respirator. This is a one-use situation unless you're able to sanitize and not compromise the integrity. But this is intended to be disposable, so you throw it away. The other thing to keep in mind about this N95 respirator is the fact that, let's see, what else with N95 respirators? Voluntary use. There was something else about an N95 respirator. Please chime in. Please add it in the comments if I missed anything with the N95 respirator. But again, this is intended to be disposable, one-time use. And lastly, I just remembered, lastly, what we want to do is we want to follow the CDC, the World Health Organization, and OSHA's recommendation on respiratory protection. So if you are not sick and you're not providing assistance, you should not be wearing a surgical mask or an N95 respirator. You're sucking up supplies that should go to those individuals who actually need it to protect themselves. So please do us all a favor, just stay home. Dress up like me, and pour yourself a glass of wine, which is what I'm gonna do in a little bit, or a glass of apple juice, and enjoy this moment, enjoy this evening. Take it one day at a time. Chill out. And as always, start with safety and have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye.